This is it. I'm giving this away. It's coming straight to you. We made it, everyone. 100 subscribers. So listen through this video, and I'm going to be announcing who the lucky winner is. I will be mailing it to your house, and please remember to email me your address if you're the person that wins. I will announce the name, and I'm going to post my email address for this channel. I believe it's poundofgold1 at Gmail. Poundofgold1 at Gmail. So if your name is called for this delicious American Eagle, please remember to send me your address so I can get it to you quickly. And let's begin. Everybody's been talking about the James Webb Telescope this week. And I know you're thinking, what does that have to do with gold? But it has everything to do with gold. Beginning with the first Space Hubble in the 90s that sent back images from space, we were supposed to get these beautiful, clear images and figure out what space looked like 13 billion years ago. And when that Space Hubble sent the images back in the 1990s, NASA was terribly embarrassed. The images were blurry. The reason those images were blurry was because the mirror used on that telescope to take the images, it was an 8-foot mirror, and it turns out that it was 2 microns thin. Yeah, nobody knows what a micron is. A micron is, let's put it this way, a sheet of paper, a regular sheet of loose leaf paper is 100 microns thin. And so 2 microns thin, that's how specific of a measurement we're dealing with. So that mirror used on the original telescope was 2 microns too thin. That's what NASA figured out. And they decided immediately that they wanted to go back into space and create this James Webb Telescope. Congress said yes. They gave NASA $1 billion. This is in the 90s. And NASA said, okay, we'll be done around 2007 and ready for our next flight. So by the time everything was said and done, NASA realized, wow, they need a lot more money because there were issues going on with the telescope. And the issue was they realized they needed a 20-foot mirror on their telescope, a 20-foot mirror, and the mirror needed to be cold. So in order to send that into space, NASA realized that they had to fold up the mirror like an origami trick. They had to fold up the mirror, get it into the spaceship. Same thing with this. They needed a sheet that was the size of a tennis court in order to protect this mirror. So all that had to go into this James Webb Telescope and fold it up into the rocket ship to go into space. They figured it out. They asked Congress for more and more money, and it ended up being like $8 billion. Now, we're going to get to the gold part soon. It's coming. What happens is when it got into space, and this happened recently, it was about 6 months ago, they sent it into space. Usually when a rocket gets sent into outer space, all the scientists are holding their breath just watching the rocket launch. And once it launches, you're usually relieved, but not with this. Because once that rocket launched, they had to wait until the James Webb Telescope is released in outer space. And this is what I heard today. When they released the telescope in outer space, there were 344 mistakes that could be made. When that origami folded up glass mirror and the huge sheet to cover it to keep it cold from the sun, when that's released, there's 344 ways that it could go wrong. And it worked. It actually was released, and that's why we have these images this week. And we actually can see images from 13 billion years ago. Now, the reason this has me thinking of gold is because, as you guys probably remember from your high school science class, gold comes from stars. All of our precious metals come from stars. Stars collide, and that sends waves, energy, massive energy waves toward our planet. This happened billions of years ago. And when those waves, within those waves, for gold at least, there are neutrons and electrons that end up joining together. And long story short, one of the reasons gold is so amazing is because Silver, which is created the same way from stars colliding, silver reacts with oxygen. It actually is like attracted to, its electrons are attracted to oxygen, which means silver eventually turns the color of, it could even look like black over time. And same with copper, it'll turn color. But gold does not, has no interest in oxygen. Gold just stays gold. For years and years and years, it will stay gold. So that's one of the many reasons gold is amazing. Now, scientists also have realized that there's such a finite amount of gold on the surface of our planet, like this gorgeous, amazing Britannia that I got recently. I showed in my last video. I have to show it again. I just can't get enough of this. There's such a small amount of gold that you guys have probably heard this. If all the gold on the surface of our planet was collected and put together into one mass, it would only fill 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. That's it. That's not a lot compared to silver, right? I mean, back in the 1800s when all that silver was found, they didn't know what to do with it. That's where we got our Morgan dollars from. So the other thing that I learned this week about gold and these scientists studying it, scientists believe that the majority of gold on our planet, gold is so dense that it is ended up in the core of our planet. That's where most of the gold is. And in fact, they believe that if all of the gold, listen to this, if all of the gold in the core of our planet had somehow surfaced to the surface of our planet, it would cover all of Earth with a 16 inches thickness of gold. That's how much gold there is in the core. So for you metal detectors out there, get busy. Get on it. Now, I'm going to, I have all of the names in a wheel here. These are people that some of you guys, you click subscribe, which I'm so happy about, but some of you guys set it as private, so I don't know your name. I only took the names of people that left me a comment, and I collected those, I put them on the spinner, and I'll tell you now, I'm just going to do it quick. The person who's getting that lovely American eagle, it's spinning. You might hear it making that noise. The person that's going to get it is Brandon Goss. Brandon Goss, last name is G-O, makes a clapping noise, G-O-S-S. Brandon Goss. So Brandon Goss, please send me an email with your address. I'll get that out to you. Okay, today's topic is should I have a 401k, an IRA, or should I be stacking gold? That's today's topic. Now, I've been thinking about this because I sat down with a financial planner this week, and I asked him, I mentioned my interest in stacking precious metals, silver and gold, and I asked him, what was his opinion? And this is a financial planner. This is what this guy does. And so I said, IRA, an IRA, 401k, or gold, what do you think? And his answer, you're not going to like this. His answer was yes. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, yes, like everything. His experience has been that people in this country, in America, they don't plan for their retirement at all. So anything, according to him, anything you put in an IRA, a 401k, gold, real estate, anything, do it now. That's what he was telling me. And he also said something which I've heard before, that he believed that 10% of your annual income should be in precious metals, period, 10%. I'd heard that before, and I haven't really looked at the numbers recently to see if I'm really, truly following that to heart. But I've heard that before, that 10% of your annual income, and that's a conservative view. I've heard people say 15%. And that's supposed to be along with your IRA, your 401k, and if you can, be lucky enough to get some real estate. So tell me what you guys think of that. I'm really interested to know. I love the comments you guys have been posting. It's really making me think. It's making me think about future topics. And I have gotten a lot of compliments on this Britannia, so I'm going to show it one more time. These are amazing, and this is like Britain's answer to the American Silver Eagle and American Gold Eagle, but it's 24 carats, so it's just So beautiful. I can't get enough of it. Okay, guys, keep clicking subscribe. We're going to do another giveaway. Of course, I'm doing another giveaway. I'll post it on my next video, and have a good one.